Hi, stars. I can't be with you today, so I wanted to record a little video for you and share with you what I'd like you to spend some time thinking and writing about today. I have a lot of really fun things planned for you that's going to be all about helping us develop our qualities to help us achieve our goals and dreams and for you to achieve your goals and dreams. And before we start doing all those fun activities, I wanted you to take some time today to think about what are your hopes and dreams, what are your goals, what do you want to be when you grow up, and that's what you're going to spend some time thinking about. And then after you spend some time thinking and writing about what you want to be when you grow up or what you want to do when you grow up, I want you to think about what qualities are needed in order to do those things. So for example, if you want to become a nurse when you grow up, what qualities do you need to have in order to achieve that goal, in order to become a nurse? So when we think about qualities, remember we watched the movie about Piper, the baby bird, who's right behind me here. And we talked about what qualities did Piper need in order to succeed, in order to learn how to get her own food. And you guys came up with a lot of qualities over the past couple weeks. You said that Piper was brave. You said that Piper was determined and a quick learner, and Piper didn't give up, and Piper was caring, and Piper paid it forward. And so whoever your teacher is today, whether it's a guest teacher or Mr. Waldron or Mrs. Egan, they might pause this video at any time to further explain what I'm talking about and to show you different things. So for example, hanging up on the board there, I have listed the qualities that we came up with together, all the classes and I, for Piper and William Kamkwamba. And so Piper's qualities are listed on the orangey red paper, and William Kamkwamba's qualities are listed on the yellow paper. And your guest teacher or Mr. Waldron or Mrs. Egan might want to pause this video now, and maybe you guys could read together the qualities that Piper and William Kamkwamba have, and you could even raise your hand and ask what a word means. So when I did this lesson today with some third and fifth graders, there were lots of questions about, well, what does observant mean? And what does perseverance mean? And those are really important words. So you all can feel free to take the time to make sure you understand those words. When your guest teacher or Mr. Waldron or Mrs. Egan tells you that it's time to start writing, you're going to be answering these questions on a piece of paper with the questions on them. Now, the first question, I actually have, 4 questions written. What are some things you would like to do, have, experience? What would you like to do when you grow up? Are there any problems you would like to solve? What would you like to create? And that's just to get the wheels in your brain turning about your future and what you want to accomplish. So if you want to, you can just say, I want to be a nurse, or I want to be an engineer, or whatever you want to be, or I want to be a business owner. But some students, if you want to, you can focus on what problems you would like to solve. So one fifth grader yesterday said, I want to create something that will conserve water. And one student said, I want to create really strong buildings that won't fall down in a hurricane. So if there's something you want to solve or create, you can write about that. So that's what you're supposed to do up here in the first part. Now the bottom half of the page, it says, what qualities do you think you need to have to achieve these things? And so you can look at the qualities for Piper and William and see what qualities do you think someone needs to have in order to do the things that you want to do. So going back to the nurse example, if you want to be a nurse, what are the qualities do you think someone needs to have in order to become a nurse? Some things that come to mind for me are you would need to be hardworking. You would need to be willing to work hard in school and study, and then applying for the job, and then getting the job, and work hard when you're at work being a nurse. So hardworking would be one quality that I would think of. For most things, you need to be hardworking. Another quality might be grit or determination. It's not easy to get a job being a nurse and some of these other things. So you might need to have grit and determination. You might need to be brave, to be willing to go to college and, and things like that. So what qualities do you need to have in order to achieve your dreams, no matter whether you want to be a nurse or a business owner, or you want to create something, or whatever you want to do? What qualities would someone need to have in order to do those things? That's what you're going to write on the bottom half of this page. Then on the back side, there's 3 more questions. Now, third graders, you're not going to have nearly enough time to do all of this, so my hope is that you at least get started. But 4th and 5th graders, I think hopefully you'll have enough time to do the front and back, hopefully. The first question on the back of this page says, which qualities do you already have, and which ones do you need to work on? So going back to the nurse example, if you said that someone needs to be hardworking and to have grit and determination, and actually another quality that comes to mind for a nurse is you need to be very caring and gentle. So when you're answering the question, which qualities do you already have, you might say, I'm already caring and gentle. And then which ones do you need to work on? You can say, I need to work on my grit and determination, because, just that you can explain what qualities do you already have and which ones do you need to work on? Which ones do you need to improve in order to achieve your dreams, whatever they are, whatever your goals are. Okay, so that's the top question for the back side of the paper. The middle question on the back side of the paper is, can school help you achieve the qualities you need so that you can succeed and achieve your dreams? How? So I want you to remember when we learned about William Kamkwamba, remember how badly he wanted to go to school and how important he knew it was in order for him to have choices when he grew up. He knew he needed to have an education. And he was so sad when he had to drop out, but he did eventually get to go. And because of that, he's doing really cool things now. So I want you to think about, can school help you achieve the qualities you need? So if you said you need to, improve on your grit and determination, or you need to improve in skills, like do you need to become better at reading and writing and math? Can school help you achieve the things you need? How? And write about that. And then there's a bonus question. The last question on the back side is, what kind of student do you need to be? What kind of student do you need to be in order to gain the qualities you need and learn the skills and knowledge you need to learn? So what kind of student do you need to be? In other words, how do you need to show up at school in order for you to get what you need, so that when you grow up, you can be what you want to be and do what you want to do and have what you want to have? What kind of student do you need to be to achieve your goals and dreams? So some examples might be, I need to be an active learner. I need to be responsible. I need to make sure I do my homework. I need to listen carefully. I need to push myself to do the very best I can. I need to ask for help. I need to know when to ask for help and make sure I do that. I need to take action when I need to take action. I can't just sit back. I'm going to take responsibility for my learning so I get what I need. Those are just some things that, some ideas that you might want to think about for that question. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. And if you have questions, you can ask your guest teacher. You can ask Mr. Waldron, Mrs. Egan, whoever's with you. And I cannot wait to read all of your writing. Now, if you are still learning English and the writing is really challenging for you, you can just do the best you can, and you can add pictures or things like that. So for example, today there's a third grader who's still learning to write, and for his hope and dream, he just drew a picture of what he wants to do. And I'm not going to worry about, I mean, spell the best you can, but if you don't know how to spell something, just spell it the best you can and don't worry about it. And also if you learn differently, so for example, some students, they're super smart, but they have the way they process information makes it hard for them to read and write. Just do the best you can, or you can ask for help from a teacher. And I don't want anyone to stress about anything. So if you need help, ask for help. And I hope you guys have a great day and that you are being really well behaved. And I will see you next week. Thank you.